Yo, we are back. I say we. I'm so used to saying we. It's just me tonight. Domino is. We need to have words actually, Domino and I. If you are watching this stream, Domino, I am gunning for you. Don't worry, this is not the game. And don't worry, I've had a haircut since the last time I was on, which was yesterday. So if you were there when I got called out for my hair, then you know why. Bullied into getting a haircut. Let's skip this. This is just a friendly. So tonight's two games: Scifox versus Saf Prolific. Prolific getting a bit of sass in the chat right now. Playing Dregs currently, 3-0 up. Waiting for those guys. Scifox have been waiting. They're in a friendly now as well. So everyone's waiting for everyone, including me and you guys at home. Domino is slacking. Yeah. I won't bore you with the details, but it will be aired at some point. Trust me. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I mean, teams are on your screen now. Let's get my new haircut out of the way so you can see who's playing up front. For Scifox, it is Gok and Buenas. And in Cam as well, actually. Who's playing Cam? I can't see because my thing's in the way. It is literally right in the way as well. I apologise for that. Welcome to a Pro Clubs weekly stream if you've never been on one. Right, so Saf Prolific are just finishing up. I was looking at the league table because obviously I do the research before I come on here. They've only played 10 games in comparison to Scifox's 16. So they are level in the table. They are 12th and 13th, or 13th and 12th respectively. However, Scifox has played 6 more games, so I think that might be an issue for Scifox tonight. We've had them on the show a couple of times, and they are a fantastic team. So, looking at the table first and foremost, I thought, yeah, 12th and 13th, here we go. This will be a closely contested game. And then saw that they've won the same amount of games, but Saf Prolific have played 6 less. So, all that does is, in my mind, make Saf Prolific the favourites. I don't think many people will complain about that. If you do complain about that, I assume you've got some form of affiliation to Scifox. That's absolutely fine also. However, the beautiful thing about clubs and this channel, and just, is it FIFA in general? It's more clubs in general. Anyone can beat anyone, and that is why we turn up day in, day out, week in, week out. So it is going to be a fantastic game, and like I said, Scifox are a team we've got massive respect for. And to be honest, you're not going to be playing in Esports Prem if you're not a good side. That just goes without saying. So we've got that first and foremost, and then we move on to the second game. Can I get the second game up now? I can. It didn't like it. But it's Juve against Poise. Poise, I mean, no matter who Poise play, chances are they're going to be favourites. But Juve are having a good season so far. So, again, anything can happen. Plus, you know, they've got other things on their mind, do Poise. No spoilers or anything like that. But just the small matter of the Champions League final tonight. Or Champions E-League final. Do not sue us, please. I'm actually jumping on VPG stream for that as well. So do follow us over there as and when we are done. And what's even more, it's not even more exciting, it's just as exciting, is we're jumping into a game. And I can confirm that it is the game that we're after. It is Scifox, there you go, confirmation, bang on cue. Scifox versus Saf Prolific. Here we go. I mean, if you've been waiting as long as I have, I mean, I got in early today because I'm that kind of person. I got in early, and yeah, we've been waiting quite some time. So we're going in now, getting some apologies in the chat, which is nice. Deal with that. Okay, so yeah, I apologize if you've been waiting, but also I've been waiting here as well. The weather's nice today, which means in my office / spare room, it's absolutely boiling. So, grey shirt. I'm sorry if, yeah, you get the idea. Right, crowd noise is going on. Let's, we're all hoping for goals. We're all hoping for goals. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 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 go. 3 Scifox in the white from left to right, playing Saf Prolific in the all black. The English against the Germans. I think this one promises to be a banger. Yes, Saf Prolific have the games in hand, but you've got to win those games. You've got to do something with those games, and that starts tonight. And it's going to be a tricky game. And plus, they're going to now, with them being 6 games behind, they're going to have to start cramming in nights of play as well. So that's when fatigue sets in. You know, mental fatigue. I guess physical fatigue on fingers, maybe. So watch this space. But obviously, Saf Prolific will be hoping that they can go storming up the table and catch the likes of Poise up, who are currently sat in first place. You'll get no prizes for guessing that one. Right, SJ Clay into Alves's feet, goes past one, gives it to Calzino, edge of the box. Scifox San is there, goes long, a Scorpion wins it, gives it back to SJ Clay. Here's Crimmy, beats a couple of men, gives it off to Agus, playing left midfield tonight. Hadji's there, squeezes it in. I mean, they didn't have much pace on it, but the accuracy was deadly. Edge of the box, 1-0 within 10 minutes. Saf Prolific are doing exactly what we feared they might, and they're just here to pick up points, get the job done, and yeah, I'm informed they've won 2 out of 2 tonight against 2 good teams as well, Memzino and Dregs. 2 teams we're very familiar with on this channel. If there's the boys in here, good evening. Good evening. Clausen. Bradbury gets in the way of that. Darmzo's got it. Gives it off to Bradbury again. And Saf Prolific looking at their free-flowing best already. SJ Clay tries to hand that one off into the middle, but Pack is there. And again goes long. This time gets some change out of it, because that's actually how they conceded that first goal. The clearance went long. AFC Finn does well there at the base of that midfield, that prolific midfield. Agus, the man's over the top if he wants it, he does. Takes it down nicely. Alves skips past his man with consummate ease, hands it off to the goal scorer Hadji, Bradbury, but J7 is there. And what can Scifox do in return? Great pass, split the defense, but a Scorpion doing what a Scorpion does best. Covering his defense. Cuts that one out, no danger there. Will be recycled with AFC Finn. Choices for days. Comes out to this left-hand side where they are getting some joy. Alaves, who's looked lively so far with the green hair. Calzino beats his man as well. The successful dribbles are on. There's men over here. Bradbury on the edge of the box. J7 does well again. 3v3, but men getting back for Prolific. Here comes Gok, few step overs. Tries to swing it in. Darmso takes some pace off it, but that man is there again. Playing a very, very defensive role tonight by the looks of things. Maybe just shutting up shop a little bit, just to make sure they don't concede early on. Crimmy puts his foot on the ball, gives it to Bradbury. I don't think he really wanted it there. Gok hands it off to Ben House, but Hadji is there just in the nick of time. Recycled again from Saf. Down the line to the goal scorer Hadji. Also got green hair. And Saf Prolific, 2nd place in the VPG Esports Premier last season. We'll be looking to build on that. I mean, how do you beat that? By winning the league. Easier said than done. Crimmy leaps up, wins that, gives it off to SJ Clay. Wins it back off the defense, tries the rainbow flick. It is headed out. I was going to say only as far as Agus there, but it is picked up and given away. J7, who looks like a tidy player, gives it off to San. And here he is, SJ7. Darmzo again having a good game. Crimmy goes down the line to Bradbury. And again, this press from Scifox, it's not heavy on players, but what they are doing is doing their best Roberto Firmino impression by just pressing with that centre forward. And this is it pays dividends. They've got a corner out of it. What can Scifox do with this then? They're looking to go near post, I reckon. And obviously it's just gone not near post. Is the goalkeeper going to come for this? Yes, he is. He doesn't get it, though. Flaps at it. And Prolific, lucky to get out of that, but there's nothing lucky about that ball. That was a world-class switch of play to Crimmy. He's got Akers to run into, choosing just to let his team get up, recovering from that corner. Kelzinho, who is not afraid to take his man on, and does so again, cuts back, gives it to the goal scorer. Hadji, step over, beats one, beats two, dinks it into the middle. Bradbury was there. Kelzinho knocks it down to Alves. Looks like a dangerous player. Flip-flaps his way through, but the sea of white shirts deal with it. Restart with a throw. Agus can't get it through, and now can Scifox counter? No, they cannot, because that's a fantastic player. Tackle by the player who gave it away. Here is that man. Agus gives it to Alves. We've seen a lot of the ball in this first half for Saf Prolific, which is probably why they're doing so well. He looks like a dangerous player now. They've got runners off the ball. If they can find them, a Scorpion. They're doing a Scorpion things. Bradbury hands it off to SJ Clay, who gives it off first time. And again, looking for the feet of Alves. Finds it, but doesn't stick for probably the first time this half. He's had a good 45 minutes. And to be fair, Saf Prolific have had a good 45 minutes. And it's been a bit of a chess match, actually. One for the purists, maybe? I don't know. But at this level, unless goals are flying in, it does really feel like a chess match every single game we watch. And I think that's how I would describe this one. Saf Prolific arguably seeing the more of the ball and the better of the chances. They got their goal relatively early on. And haven't looked in too much danger since. There's been a few instances of the good press from Scifox, but I would like this second half. I'd like to see them do more when they get that ball in that cam position with the two centre forwards who do look like good players. I mean, they're not going to be in this league if they're not good players, but Ben House and Gok look like two players who can get this Scifox team back into the game. So they really do just need to start feeding them with some quality. On the flip side of that, how do you stop this Saf Prolific side? Unfortunately for Scifox, they have got a lot of players who are very, very comfortable on the ball, which means they can move you about left, right, centre, and they can start to really do some damage. And I think that's what Saf Prolific will be looking to do in the second half, if it ever gets going. Here we go. Housekeeping. Saf Prolific in the black. Currently in 10th place, don't forget, but 6 games in hand. So they'll be looking to move up the table. A win tonight. They do have identical records other than the 6 additional losses for Scifox. So this does take them, if the score finishes as it is, away from Scifox in that league table. And like I said in the first half, they'll be looking to cram some games in the up-and-coming game weeks, just to catch up with the rest of the pack. Just the 2 losses from the 10 games so far for Saf Prolific from England. But it is Scifox in possession in the white from Germany. Loses out to the goal scorer Hadji. Look out for that man with green hair. Anonym takes it on his goal line. Comfortable in possession. Alves gives the ball away though. Slides it through, a foot race, and there's that man, AFC Finn, at the base of that midfield for Saf Prolific. So important for the way these boys tick over. Just doing those jobs that nobody else wants to do. Hadji goes long, finds Crimmy, but he can't find anyone with the subsequent knockdown. Good ball over the top. Scifox in a bit of space on this right hand side. San to J7. Ben House. Look at how many players are back for Saf Prolific. Holding on to this lead at the moment. Not as convincing as the first half so far, but proving they can dig in deep and defend with the best of them. Crimmy wins that, gives it to SJ Clay, slides it through to Alves. What can this man do? We've seen he likes to go past men, but chooses not to this time, keeping the ball. Kelzinho, no man going on the overlap, so gives it to that linchpin. AFC Finn, the Rodri of this team. Agus looking to send men for hot dogs. Hadji, space inside. Clay hands it off first time. Alves luckily wins it back. Hadji's still got it on the edge of the box. Flicks it up to himself. Kelzinho. dispossessed by San, who again, another player is having a good game. Mouse. Scifox with some rare possession. Keeping the ball nicely, not under much threat, and I say that and he gives the ball away, just trying to force it a little bit. Maybe one eye on the clock for this Scifox team. Here is J7, arguably the best player in white tonight. Crimmy gives the ball back rather politely. And there he is, battling away. Clausen comes out with it, he's still got it. Agus can't get in the way of it either. Ben House to Gok. Tries to slide it through. SJ Clay all the way back there doing his defensive duties, and I feel like Saf Prolific are starting to get deeper and deeper here, which is a testament to how Scifox are playing, because they've come out in this second half looking really good. HQ again trying to slide it through, an A Scorpion with a fantastic turn, composure as the last man at centre back. Hadji, I think he'd be more than happy there to see that go off for a throw in. Saf just need to compose themselves here. I mean, they didn't look under threat at all in that first half, and now all of a sudden they're starting to camp back a little bit. Here comes Ben House, swings it into the back post. Crimmy well aware that there was a man charging forward from left wing as well as the centre forward. So did well with that clearance actually. Gok on the edge of the box, dinks it in, not sure that was the one. Agus gets rid, but is it going to come straight back? It is. Mouse, well played by Alves. Hadji, the goal scorer, men going past him and he's found one of them. Calzinho cuts it back to Agus, can't offload it quick enough. And Scifox, this is what we said at half-time. Can they find the right pass when they get the ball in that cam position, in that centre midfield position? I mean, they've just punted the ball off, so no, they can't is the answer to that. But they've got 18 minutes just to try and find one or two chances, dig themselves back into this game, or is it going to be a singular goal to win this one? J7 gives it to Pack. Krychura goes long, looking for the on-rushing Gok, swings it in. A Scorpion does fantastically well. Goalkeeper stays. And the three headers away for Saf Prolific there have worked wonders. They managed to mount, I was going to say an attack, they've mounted high possession from 3 consecutive headers. That's done them wonders there. Just taking that pressure off a little bit here, forcing Scifox back, knowing fine well they don't want to go back towards their own goal at the moment. With 12 minutes left and a goal down. Agus goes long, headed back now. Coming up to the last 10 minutes, what can Keo and his team do? They go long, knocked down somewhat, but Bradbury's there to sweep up. Finn, not sure if he's looking to build something from the back or just keep possession for this final 10 minutes. Is this going to be one of those games where Prolific look back at the end of the season and say, yeah, those types of wins where we dug in deep are what got us to where they finish in the league? Alves does fantastically well there to drop the shoulder, but covered well. Scifox looking to mount something here. They're sending the men forward. San gives it back to J7. Good one-touch football, but that man's there again. A Scorpion, last line of defense. Again, Scifox do well, sweeping it up. They really need to get something ticking over now. That man, J7, gives it over to the left-hand side with Pack. And are they going to start chucking the kitchen sink at this? San. No, they're not, because they can't. Alves pressing. Beats his man with the slide tackle. Is he going to run this into the corner? Oh, he's certainly running it. He's still got it. Cuts it back. It's probably the right thing to do in terms of game management there, I think. His manager will be happy with that. Hadji, the goal scorer, the current match winner. I was going to say happy to take the throw in, but he's got a free kick instead. And Saf Prolific have one man in the box. Hadji beats his man twice. Another one coming to play as well. Given away. That is going to be time, isn't it? That is time. It is the singular goal scored in that first 10 minutes by that man Hadji with the green hair. It is Saf Prolific 1, Scifox 0. And we didn't do any match prediction. I didn't give you my match prediction either. We were waiting a long time for that one, weren't we? We were waiting a very long time for that one. Let me get over to this beautiful camera while I find our second game of the night, which is Poise versus Juve Bucharesti. I mean, it doesn't need any introduction, so I mean it's just as well because I doubt we've got time to do one. But Poise sitting top of the league, as you would probably expect. Again, you would not get good money on that. Taking on Juve Bucharesti, who are 10th. Nashaw's offline, so that's not a good start. Come on, Juve. Hopefully their link works, otherwise we are struggling. Actually, I follow Juve, so I know they are online. Let me go and get those guys up. Right, let's see what they're up to, shall we? And it's a YouTube stream, so it always just randomly starts you. They're in the lobby, which is fantastic news. That is what we wanted. So let me keep an eye on that whilst I get you team news, which we've kind of seen. We kind of had a little sneaky look at. There is confirmation of. Let's get rid of the overlay and let's bring up team lineups. As always, I'll take off my pretty new haircut so you can see Cristiano and Corinthia up front. Interesting strike duo. I mean, you could probably see it on the lobby as well. They are there with Arugua playing in the cam position for them. And over on the right hand side, we've got the powerhouses that are Poise, who are playing in just a small matter of the Champions E-League final tonight as well. That match kicks off in just over half an hour, just under half an hour. So, you know, they're going to finish up here and then they're going to get ready for, I think it's £1,000. I don't want to do a disservice to VPG. I think it's £1,000. £2,000? £2,000 sounds a bit too much. £1,000? Correct me in the chat if you know how much. Good evening. Good evening, Sean. Good to see you, buddy. Right. Let's do match predictions because we didn't get any match predictions before. Juve Bucharesti played 15, won 6, drawn 3, lost 6. And then you've got Poise, who have played 16, won 11. So don't hate me, Juve, but obviously Poise are coming into this as wicked favourites. It would be too easy to go for them for the win. So let's go for a 2-2 draw. And let's not forget, last time I was on stream doing VPG games, I did get it right. I think I did call it 2-2 there as well, actually. Maybe that's why I've gone for it now. But yeah, let me know any score predictions down in the chat. What have we got? So there's the teams for you. I mean, we can go through the Poise team. Nasha and Cam, ridiculous. Taziak featured on our Twitter not long ago for doing one of the most ridiculous pieces of skill I've ever seen. So we know that man can ball. Ricardinho, interesting one because he's got a baller build coming out on the channel very, very soon. Edu Martins needs no introduction. Gonzalo, no introduction. That man Luca, who also has a baller build, go and find it. To be fair, sure, 3-1 Poise I think is a very good shout. A warm-up for the Champions E-League, don't sue us, final. So a win here would be perfect for them. That's what they're going to be looking to do. I mean, regardless of Champions League or not, they're going to be looking to win every single game, let's be honest. Right, so let's pop on the Juve versus Poise overlay. Let's take this off because I can confirm we are getting ready to get into the match. We are lobbying up. Well, we are lobbied up. Invites have been sent. Sean's gone 3-1. I've gone 2-2. Get your match predictions in. We start doing prizes. I mean, we just gave out £130 yesterday in prize money, so maybe not prizes. The prize will be a well done on stream. I gave myself one last game because I got the score right. So don't knock it till you try it. I imagine, looking at the time, I imagine they'll want no delay on this game, seeing as it might have an impact on one of the biggest games of the year, being the Champions E-League final after this. So I think they'll want to get this one done and dusted. But obviously it's May, EA servers. I don't need to say anymore. What's a cheeky ATB? Is that like a normal ATB? But I well, no, actually no. I've answered my own question, haven't I? A cheeky ATB is playing ATB while having PC dubs on in the background. Happy days. Let us know how you get on in your ATB, by the way. Have Domino and I played ATB before? No, we played Baffins before. Never ever played an ATB. And hadn't played VPG actually until a couple of weeks ago. Go and watch that video as and when we're done with tonight, because we recorded the whole thing and cut up some highlights just for you guys, so you can see if we're actually any good at the game that we spend so long. I was gonna say slagging people off. We definitely don't slag anyone off on this channel. Critiquing, maybe commentating. But yeah, you can go and watch that. It's a good laugh. It's a good laugh. Here we go then. We got further than we did last time. Juve Bucharesti of Romania playing Portuguese Poise. And another note as well, the Champions E-League final, Poise versus Famalaciao, so an all Portuguese final. That's massive. That is massive. Yeah, ATB. I mean, no, it's absolutely no disrespect to them, because I love what those guys do, Baffins do, you know, anything to keep a competitive side of pro clubs alive and kicking. But boy, do they go on long. I think that's probably why I've never played one. Domino and I stopped playing competitive clubs and subsequently made this channel. I would say the main reason is one commitment. 2 is definitely playing Lobby Simulator. Can't stand it. It's the worst thing about clubs, is that Lobby Simulator. Right, 8 balls moaning aside, let's get into this, boys and girls. It is Juve Bucharesti in the Holland kit of all kits, which is the blue kit, I believe. Yes. They're from left to right, and Poise in the white kit from right to left. Nayshaw stabs it in. It's given to Taziek. Nayshaw again picks it up. Poise starting like a man possessed. Near post, NGK. It's blocked. They go long. A bit of a baptism of fire here for Juve. Nayshaw. What a ball that would have been. Just misses out. I don't even think there was too much pace on it. I think the ball was perfect. I think the run was just slightly delayed. Now Poise let Juve touch the ball for a little bit. That's nice of them. Helix gives it to the Cam, but it's given away to that man, Luca NR1. Did score a hat-trick in the game that was on the channel last time. Also first goal scorer as well. And here he is again. Ooh. Now you would get good money on him missing the target from there. First goal scorer tonight. Absolutely rubbish odds. Don't bother. You save your money. R9. Argua goes over the top, and tracking back is the Poise right midfielder. It has gone over his head, but Taziek is there to help out. Wins it back. Delayed on the ball. Not sure if that was lag or not, but did get away with it. Nayshaw over the top to Luca. Cheeky little 1-2 there. Breaking into the box. No one's going towards him, and I cannot stress this enough. Close that man down. You cannot get away with not closing him down, and that is why, ladies and gentlemen, 1-0, rubbish odds for first goal scorer is Luca NR1. You don't get any money back for that. NGK. Aqua there with the foot in, gives it off to his Cam. Here comes R9. Akers to run into. Back to the Cam. Cristiano sidesteps it. He did go down. It wasn't a foul, but he did go down. And EA has got a it's got a knack of giving things that aren't necessarily deserved. So Chisato, the pass wasn't on. Alexandru gives it straight back to Dries though. And here comes Nayshaw. That man is at the back post, and it's that man, Luca NR1. Not closed down again. Fury gives it away in the box, trying to beat his man. Here is Nayshaw. Everything just seems to be dropping to this man at the moment. There's no point in betting on him to score first. You know, you'd put like 100 quid on and get like 105 quid back. But here's Cristiano. straight at Edu Martins. And I mean, Luca needed 2 chances to score. Cristiano, second chance has got to go in because chances are going to be at a premium tonight against this strong Poise side. Currently first in the league. R9 hands off to Corinthia, the Juve danger man. Good bit of possession here. Helix into Cristiano. Good bit of football. Ricardinho is there, goes long. Juve should have mopped it up but didn't. Again, it's dropped to this man. He just keeps finding himself in space. And speaking of space, here's Chisato with acres to run into on this left-hand side. NGK takes it under a spell, goes near post. That first time snapshot from Luca is so dangerous. Juve lived to fight another tail, but that was close. That was close. Helix looking for a striker. Gonzalo's there, wins it in the air. Dries. And the space that these men have got are just, it's just crazy. And Luca again. Berra is just, I think he sat there watching Luca like, this guy's good. He concedes the corner. I don't know what you can do against these boys in white at the moment. DFC girl, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Huge game. Huge game. All before the Champions E-League final. Where we will see this team in white, Poise, against Famalaciao. That is in T-minus 15 minutes as well. I think I might get the time horribly wrong. Don't quote me on it. Imo skips past his man, takes it to the byline, cuts it back to Aregua. Helix into Corinthia. Corinthia's the man. They want to get on this ball. And Troy gives away. Yeah, he does give away the corner. They take it quick. Flicked on at the near post. Cristiano's there. Big save from Edu Martins. A top goalkeeper. You probably would have been expected to save it, but you've still got to save it. They don't go quickly with this corner this time. They definitely caught Poise off. I was going to say, they definitely caught them off guard. And they did it again, regardless of how quick they take it. But have they angered the beast? Nayshaw. 2v2. Gives it to NGK. Chisato back to NGK. Somehow gets the shot off. It will be at the expense of a corner. Maybe a 1 or 2 blocks there from that sea of blue in the way. Yeah, all good. Enjoying the sunshine, DFC girl. Enjoying the sunshine, although it's very hot in here. I'm sure you know, being a streamer yourself, I'm sure you know how hot it gets in these types of rooms. Corinthia, that's the man they need to go on. The danger man for this Bucharesti side. Cristiano. Imno again to the byline. He's having a bit of joy over on that left-hand side. Early ball in again, but Edu Martins is there. Yeah, DFC, how's your day? And how's all things streaming? There's a man running straight through the middle here, and obviously they've found him. It's NGK, one-on-one. What a save by Tanku. And they do well with the rebound as well. There's a bit of a melee in the box too. All players get up now. Nayshaw, just a man who constantly finds space. And again, constantly finds the ball. What a ball that is. Furian on the back post, gives it to the danger man. The turn, blocked by Berra. Not for the first time, probably won't be the last time. It's going everywhere, and it is slotted away by NGK from close range. Doubles the lead for the league leaders, Poise, 2-0. It's constant pressure, whether it be on the ball or off the ball. This sea of white, I don't know how to play against them. Look, they've got that front 5 just pressing. Nayshaw gives it back to Luca. Oh my god, he's gone top bins. It's 3-0. I'm running out of superlatives for this side. What a 45 minutes, and what a warm-up for the Champions E-League final. 3-0 against a very strong Bucharesti side as well. These guys are going to take some stopping, I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. League leaders for a reason. Just the one blemish on the 16 games they've played this season. Soon to be 17, because, I mean, if Bucharesti can get 3 or more goals in this half, that would be amazing, of course. But Poise are not going to not score. Put it that way. They've got players in that front 5 who constantly find space when there should be no space. They're finding passes when they shouldn't be able to find any passes. It's an absolute joy to watch. And again, it's no disrespect to Bucharesti, because what can you do against this team that they are playing like a man possessed? It's crazy. It's crazy to watch. It's great to watch, but it's crazy to watch. There are levels to this. Getting the PC upgraded. Oh, perfect. Yeah. I think we'll be maybe doing the same next week. We're due a week off. It's been crazy at PC Dub's headquarters at the moment. Dries wins it high up, and again that front three just winning the ball, gives it to NGK, tries to cut back, but Taziak's there again, so high. This Poise press, Luca, who's now on a hat trick, and again you wouldn't get good odds on him getting a hat trick. I'm saying maybe like 3 or 4 to 1 odds. That's how good this man is. Not that I want to start a Pro Clubs betting site, or do I? Is that a good idea? Nayshaw skips it into the back post. NGK heads it down. There's the hat trick. There is the hat trick for Luca NR1. It's just, what can you do about it? Bucharesti, what can you do about it? You physically can't do anything about it. You just have to sit there and just take it from this side, because they are playing some unreal clubs. Arguably some of the best clubs football I've ever seen. Karincha beats 2 men nicely. Gives it to the front post. Here we go. Istanbul on steroids. 4-1. It can be done. It can be done. Very nice move by Bucharesti, to be fair. But here comes Nayshaw. Luca loses his man. He's 1-on-1. He's gone near post. Shockingly has missed the target. He did hit the net, but it has gone the wrong side of the post. And look at that. 8 shots for Luca NR1. We're having teams who play 2 games a night who don't actually get 8 shots in a night. And this one man has got 8 in 55 minutes in one game. R9, Aqua. Plays a 1-2 with his opposite number. Helix, Cristiano. Teased the power shot. And somehow Luca has found acres of space. He's not got the support he wants. And he's been taken down. No, he hasn't been taken down. No, he hasn't. He's blazed it over the crossbar, but he's already done the damage. He's already done the damage. That's 9 shots, by the way. But again, it's a man who just constantly finds space. There's no way you should have that much space in a competitive club game. Drop-ins, yes. Divisions, yes. Not at this level. That's how good this man is. Ricardinho, happy to keep the ball. Goes long, switches play. Dries into Taziak. These two have been keeping this Poise side ticking over, while the likes of Nayshaw, NGK and Luca do the damage. And damage they have done as well. Aqua can't find that pass over the top. Looked promising there. And if Bucharesti can get a goal in the next 5-10 minutes, there might just be a slither of hope. Maybe just gives something for Poise to think about. But in the meantime, it is still 4-1. That 3-goal cushion that they had at half-time is still intact. Cristiano to Karincha. They need to get that man on the ball more. R9, who's had a solid game out on that right-hand side as well. Wins the throw-in high up for Juve. Here is Karincha. I'm sure they'll be happy to take this corner because they have looked dangerous from corners. Again, goes in early, flicks it down to Cristiano. It's gone wide. Did it get a save? No, it didn't need a save. Edu Martins probably had it covered though. Taziak into Nayshaw. Again, that man finding so much space. Luca dropping short. NGK dropping short. It's interchangeable. Chisato, edge of the box, finds Luca. Good block this time. Again, he's just finding space left, right and centre. Here he is, but the space was offside space as adjudged by the linesman. Or woman. Tanku. To be fair, Tanku's not had a bad game. He's just been a spectator. He's been spectating this game as much as I have. Because what can you do when Poise turn up like this? Imno does well to knock it down. Troyer is there. He goes long. And this is what I mean. Look at the space that this man is in. Someone needs to study it. We need player cam back. For those of you old enough to remember that. Nayshaw. Roulette's in the box and costs Berra a corner to Poise. 17 minutes. Time is running out for Juve. Were they likely to get 3 or 4 goals this half? Anything can happen in clubs. That's the beauty of it. NGK looking for top bins. Not going to get there though. Chisato back doing the defensive duties. happy to keep the ball. And yet, this is what we just said. Poise are... This is one way to prepare for a cup final. Get your key players in on the act. Get them all firing. Famalacia might be watching this from behind the couch. I don't know. Nayshaw, cheeky little Trivella attempt there, but happy to get it into his clutches. Is the Bucharesti goalkeeper. Over on this right-hand side, R9 has got Luca NR amounts of space. Can't do anything with it though, and Poise recycle. Dries again finding striker's feet. Slides it through to his strike partner. NGK back post. Berra heads away. Been a very, very busy night for that man. Luca takes it down. Again intercepted. That sea of blue around just that one player. And you can guess who that one player is. Dries and Chisato kickstarting things again from the throw-in. Beats his man. Decides not to chuck it in. Gives it to NGK. Gives it to Luca. Dreezy on the edge of the box. Aqua's there again. Imno brings it out. They've got players coming forward here. Have Juve. Dinks it over the top. Edu Martins. Positioning on fleek as always. As you would expect from that man. NGK pulling wide. Decides to dink it in this time, but Berra's there. Headed down by Chisato, and again, Luca in space. Dinks over his own head. Fakes with the power shot. My God. Someone drug test this man. He is too good, and he has hit some crazy form just in time for this Champions E-League final. You've got to come up with a plan of dealing with this man, because otherwise this is what happens. Bucharesti have not played bad at all. It's just they've come up against, to be fair, the whole team, the whole Poise team has been fantastic. But that man, Luca NR1, yeah, we're witnessing something. We're witnessing something great here. Just the 4 goals. Taziek. He is stopped by Berra this time. And NGK, he was allowed to take it down. I imagine that's why he was allowed to take it down, because the referee had blown. Standing over this for Poise with 2 minutes remaining of injury time. He's going to go for goal. 5-1 up. You've got to. He does. Good save by Tanku. Tips it wide. It's going to be a corner to finish things off here. Can Poise put a cherry on the top of this world-class performance? Tanku's taking his own players out. Rightly so, to be fair, if I just conceded 5 goals as well. Hello, Christopher. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. And that's Troya. Done and dusted. 6-1 for Poise. Is it a 6-1 game? I was going to say it's not a 6-1 game. It is, because Poise have been that good. Bucharesti have not played bad at all, but Poise have just been that good. I don't have anything else to say, if I'm totally honest. They're just a very, very, very good side, and every time they're on the channel, they do not disappoint. They're top of the league for a reason, and now they're going into arguably the biggest game of the season. It is that Champions E-League final. It's going to be live for you over on the VPG YouTube channel, so go over there. I will be making a guest appearance over there as well, so follow me over there. If you've watched, thank you very much for stopping by. Always appreciate it, especially while Domino's not here. We do miss him. We do miss him. He's not ill or poorly or anything. He just couldn't be asked tonight, so what can we do? And yeah, do all the usual stuff, as they say on YouTube. The liking, the subscribing, and all that good stuff. Christopher, yes, there were some very good goals. Definitely go back and watch that stream as and when you've got time, because there was one man who did a lot of damage tonight, and I'll let you work out who that man was. Right, as far as I'm concerned, that's us done for PC Dubs live stream. See you over on the VPG live stream for the Champions E-League final, where we will see that team, the Portuguese derby. It's going to be the Portuguese derby. Famalacia versus Poise. Here we go.